This is the future.
So last time the Void Trader was on the relay, he brought two of the most sought mods in the game, Primed Flow and Primed Target Cracker. The primed critical damage for secondary weapons is irreplaceable, but I just want to discuss the primed mods intended to make Warframes better in every way. Primed mods are the endgame mods in the past, and the rarest mods that we should own as a Warframe players. It only can be bought from the Void Trader or other players if you have Platinum Plus. You need to invest tons of endo and credits just to max them out. Moreover, they require lots of capacity, so you will invest more forma in your build just to have them in your build. They are considered to be the best, but right now, more players are saying that they are becoming obsolete as new stuff is being added into the game, and they are way faster to get compared to waiting for that scammer Void Trader to come every 2 weeks. The worst part is, you don't know what type of primed mods will he be bringing, and sometimes, or should I say most of the time, it's all primed disappointment. But why are they calling it obsolete? Well, there's the new Archon mods, and then the new Archon shard system. As part of the Veilbreaker update released earlier this year in Warframe, players have access to a new set of mods called Archon mods. These will be especially useful for topping off elemental builds as they have secondary effects on top of providing some kind of utility. These mods can be obtained by purchasing them from Chipper at the Drifters camp. If this all sounds foreign to you, this most likely means you have not completed the new war quest yet. Once you get far enough into the questlines to finish that, you will then have to complete the newly released Veilbreaker quest. Upon finishing the Veilbreaker quest, you'll now have access to these weekly Cal 175 missions. In your first go, you'll be able to rescue an NPC named Chipper. Upon mission completion, he'll become a vendor at the Drifters camp. Unlike other vendors, he does not require standing. Instead, you'll have to complete the weekly missions with calendar and stock. This stock is a new kind of currency that is acquired in place of grinding for large amounts of XP. It's a streamlined version of leveling up factions. You still have to level up, but it isn't something you have to grind too hard for. You'll have to level up to rank 3, called Fort. This is roughly about 3 Cal missions worth of grinding. If you manage to complete all the side objectives, ranging from rescuing Ostron prisoners or freeing your brothers, not only will you earn your levels, but you'll also earn loads of stock, so you can then purchase one of each Archon mod. These mods are very build specific and do require you to level them up to 10. It'll cost you a lot of indo, credits, and mod capacity when installing them on your Warframes. Be wary of that. And there are the Archon shards. Archon shards are obtained from Chipper and the weekly Archon hunt activity, unlocked upon completing the Veilbreaker quest. You can access Archon hunts from the star chart menu at the very top right of the UI. Archon hunts are functionally identical to sorties, acting as a 3-stage mission where players must overcome tougher foes and various modifiers. While there is an upgraded version of this, and that is the Tau-forged version, which will be getting a rework and will drop frequently in Archon hunts. Completing an Archon hunt has a 20% chance of giving you a Tau-forged Archon shard. This shard's associated buffs are 50% stronger than their standard counterparts, providing a more noticeable stat increase when equipped on your Warframe. Tau-forged Archon shards take the same space as your standard Archon shards. Tau-forged Archon shards cannot be traded or crafted. With the upcoming pity system, you will have higher chances of getting Tau-forged Archon shards after the Citrene's Last Wish update. The Archon shard has some of the main stats buffs needed in a Warframe to be powerful: armor, shield, health, energy, duration, and even power strength. Plus, there are other utilities and even weapons. With these in mind, are primed mods obsolete? Well, after hearing how to access both Archon shards and Archon mods, do you think its primed mods are still obsolete? I think people don't understand the fact that before you can even get Archon shards and Archon mods, you need to unlock tons of things first, while primed mods are available in the Void Trader or even from other players if you have the Platinum. The word should not be obsolete, and primed mods are not also out of the meta yet. Archon mods have the same boost, plus extra buff if you have the right element, but they take too much form and some of the builds are better off with them because they are useless if you can't even proc the buff. It would be just a waste of slot and former, so I don't think that Archon mods are better compared to primed mods. Not all Warframe can benefit from Archon mods, and if you are saying that I would be wasting my endo and credits for primed mods, when I can just wait for Archon mods to unlock, well, I just don't know what to say to you, as endo and credits right now can be considered as common resources. We are abundant with endo loot cave right now, and I think there's no such thing as wasting these resources in primed mods. Digital Extremes may have said that Archon mods are the epitome of all mods, but I beg to differ because they aren't that game changing. They offer buffs to Warframe, but those buffs stink sometimes, and only a few Archon mods are even useful for some Warframe setups. So honestly, saying that primed mods are obsolete is crazy, as just using Archon mods for the sake of saving endo and credits is not a valid reason at all. In the case of Archon shards, well, you can say that primed flow can be replaced with 5 Archon shards that give out max energy, but Archon shards are meant for min-maxing builds. For fuck's sake, new players can't access the Archon hunts yet, so why even bother saying primed mods are obsolete because of Archon shards? Honestly, I can say that Archon mods can be good for specific setups, but they are not those endgame mods, or even mods that make primed mods obsolete, as other players say. Primed mods are still super useful in the game, so there's no point in not farming them. Anyway, you only need to wait, and don't be stressed about it, as you can still progress without primed mods yet. While Archon shards are used for min-maxing builds, it's not an alternative, so you won't put primed continuity or other helpful mods in your build. So, I hope we stop saying that primed mods are obsolete and that the Archon shard and mods are now meta. It's not, and you are misleading players. Thank you so much for watching. Squad Leader signing off.